Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you are watching the station identification of one of Wayland City's resident YouTubers. Live in the basement. This is not MTV's remote control. And he is not Ken Ober. God rest Ken Ober's soul. This is WEML-TV, Channel 77. And now here's your host, New Bedford, Massachusetts' own, Mr. Eric M. Lima. Thank you very much, Mr. Announcer. Hey, it's Eric Lima here. You are watching another episode of WEML-TV, Channel 77. This is episode number 430, and I will get to a Saturday Superstarcade episode later on during the day. Just got word, just got huge news. I just followed on Twitter. I don't know why Von Baskin keeps on putting wrestling posts on my Facebook when I actually watch wrestling. And I actually see on Twitter what's exactly going on. Hey, Von, got a message for you, kid. Stop putting wrestling things on my Facebook posts. I'm trying to keep it from family and friends and whatnot, because a lot of people, my family and my friends, are not fans of wrestling like I am. Like I said, I moved over to, sometimes I do wrestling posts, but not share and everything else. You don't have to share because I probably know by now. I probably know before you do. So you're gonna have to you're gonna have to chill with the posts on Facebook. Thank you very much. That's why I keep deleting them. The WWE has come to terms with the release of Bray Wyatt, aka Wyndham Rotunda. Now, a lot of people, you know, I'm going to have to admit that a lot of people have been crapping on the WWE as of late, and including one Mickie James and all that. And a lot of people say, "Oh, she's bitter and all that." You know, I'm going to hate to admit this, but the WWE's been dropping the ball on a lot of talent they just released, and I know they've been making a lot of boneheaded decisions as of late, too. When you know, a lot of people saying Vince should retire and all that, even though I do agree. But, you know, the WWE's trying to do their best. And remember, we've been through a pandemic, and the pandemic has cost a lot of companies a lot of money. And unfortunately, that's why the budget cuts, that's why some of these superstars are getting released, is because of those budget cuts, because of the pandemic. You forgot, you guys mostly forget, we've been through a pandemic. We went through a pandemic this year. So unfortunately, some of these superstars are going to have to get cut. And I don't like it. I don't like it as much as you do. But this is the way it is. I don't like some of the decisions WWE has made as of late. But also, Bray in real life has gone through a lot. In fact, many reports saying that he's not been the same since Brody Lee passed away. And I think this would give an opportunity for Bray Wyatt, aka Wyndham Rotunda, to clear his head, clear his mind, and that way he can creatively. He was supposed to set the return to action in August, but that's not going to happen now since he got released. So it is a sad day for the WWE. It is a sad day for us fans, no longer seeing Bray Wyatt, and It is a horrible time for the WWE to release a lot of talent. Fans getting back on the road and whatnot and everything else, and just it is pretty a bit insane, and I do feel bad, and I hope Bray gets back on his feet, dusts himself off, and just it has been a difficult time for him since since Brody Lee passed away, and mentally, I think mentally, people say, "Oh, blame creative, blame the brass, blame Vince, blame that, blame," and I can understand a lot of people have been upset with the WWE, and a lot of people, I think in all my personal opinion is this: I still am a fan of the WWE. Hopefully they can make new stars. I'll go get new talent. Like Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks, they've been stepping it up. Bobby Lashley's been stepping up as the champ. Roman Reigns has been stepping up as the Universal Champ and whatnot. You got Cena back and everything else. And The thing, and the thing here is that, like I said, budget cuts. Remember, we all went through a pandemic, and the pandemic has really hit the WWE pretty hard, pretty hard. So it hit all businesses hard. So it's, it is a shock, and I can understand a lot of people, the hatred towards the WWE since since Cena, basically that's what it is. I think, you talk about 2006. I think this whole thing started with when the ECW crowd became anti-Cena, and that's probably where I think this all started. To be honest with you, and that's why this. And I think because the anti-WWE crowd, ECW, I think it was. That's why I personally blame ECW for this, even though they're no longer in business. And I think because the ECW fans made it okay to hate on the WWE. And I don't think that's cool, because I've always respected ECW and WCW. I mean, it's a lot of fun, watching those. But okay, you can make dream matches in your head, okay, but unfortunately, this is the way, now we got WWE, we got AEW, you got Impact and Ring of Honor are four of the major organizations, and you got AAA, New Japan, and no, not Women of Wrestling, Vaughn. That show has been off the air for a long time, since Impact took over on Access TV. When all the women that were a part of that have moved on to bigger and better venues. Stop it with Women of WoW superheroes there, Mr. Von Baskin. All right, man. I'm giving you a shout out, but not in the way you want it, man. But anyways, yeah, it is sad to see Bray Wyatt being released, and hope he gets back on his feet somewhere. And I'll miss the Firefly Funhouse, which I think was pretty funny show, if you ask me, and all that. And so it, like I said, he'll get back on his feet, and he'll get more creative freedom, and I'm sure. And who knows? He, like many people say, he may end up in AEW being the new leader of the Dark Order. Who knows for sure? And I'm sure. And I think the Dark Order needs to be weeded out and get like some, some of the guys who like to make Dark Order fun. I think John Silver could be over. Colt Cabana doesn't need to be in the part. Or I don't know about Anna Jay though. That's gonna be. I think if Anna Jay does not be part of the Dark Order, it could be, she could line herself with Jungle Boy. Those two are dating. Well, who knows where Wyndham Rotunda is going to end? Who knows? Both Rotunda brothers could appear as a tag team in AEW. Who knows for sure? Anything's possible at this rate. So I don't know if they'll have a. But I think Bray needed some time, really, really relax. And because, mentally he's been through a lot since Brody Lee's death. It's like a brother. Those two are like brothers, you know what I'm saying? I'll never forget, in NXT, he was introduced as the first son of the Wyatt family. So we'll see what happens. I know he's close with Braun and Strowman, and he was close with Eric Redbeard or Eric Rowan. So if those three made their AEW debut as the family or something like that, it'll be something to it'll be something, like I said, Bray Wyatt can have a very creative mind for free. So we'll see what happens, and who knows, all three members of this, three of the four members of the former Wyatt family could come in and be a new kind of family, or it could be like those weed out everything. It's like the Nation. Dark Order could be like the Nation of Domination. When Farouk fired just about everybody except for D'Lo Brown, and then brought in Ahmed Johnson, Kama Mustafa, and The Rock. I think that's what the Dark Order should do, and have, do that, and then have the new version being, or splinter it a little bit. You got the new Dark Order, the Dark Order family, and you can splinter the other side. You can have, I like Evil Uno, Stu Grayson, or could they split up Evil Uno, Stu Grayson going towards, but we'll see what happens if the AEW actually signs these three gentlemen. We'll see what happens, but leave that there. I kind of feel bad about, like I said again. But let's go back, and I know a lot of people have been angry at the WWE, and everybody's again anti-WWE tweets. Mickie James, I am not going to comment on what she said. I have too much respect for Mickie James and too much respect for the WWE to say anything. I have no right to say anything, to be honest with you, because I'm not a wrestler. I'm not part of those organizations. Everybody has the right to their opinion. I get that, but I figure, I'm going to stay out of this one. And, so I'm kind of like excited about, Impact Homecoming tonight to see see what happens there. And, it has not been the easiest time for WWE. They're trying to get back on the road, get tickets back, and everything else. And when the pandemic hit last year at full force, everything it cost WWE money. What are you gonna do? Remember, I blame more the pandemic than I do blame WWE right now. Y'all, you get up, everybody, every internet wrestling nerd out there. Let's blame the WWE. Let's blame Vince McMahon. Let's blame budget cuts. Yeah, why? Because the pandemic. Blame the pandemic mostly. They're the ones that screwed the WWE. It wasn't us fans. It wasn't the talent. It wasn't the brass. It's the pandemic. I can understand why people get upset and didn't utilize this talent. I get that, but we got to remember the pandemic is the major factor in these budget cuts. I'm sorry. That's my opinion on this. I'm hoping, like I said, Mickie James is doing well. She's executive producing an all-women's pay-per-view. She's been an ambassador of the women's division in the NWA, coming to Impact and talking to Deonna Purrazzo, Gail Kim, her and Gail Kim. She invited Gail Kim as well. So I'm totally excited, and just to see what Mickie can do. And Mickie's stepped it up with the women's division. She wanted to do something. So Mickie put it in. She put it. She grabbed the ball, put the ball in her court, and said, "Okay, we're going to do this." She took matters in her. That's what I was trying to say. She took matters in her own hands. Said, "I'm going to executive produce an all-women's pay-per-view, an all-women's event," and that's why I respect Mickie for that. So I a lot of people saying, "Oh, you should delete this tweet, Mickie," and everything else. I can understand you don't want to burn bridges with a company that made you and that put you on the map. I get that. And. I know it says so many people, this cancel culture crap is really got to stop. Seriously. I mean, it's just, listen, they do wrong. Nobody on this earth is perfect, people. Not even me, not even the president, not even any politicians, not even Trump, not even you, me. Nobody is perfect. Nobody on this earth is perfect. Yes, we all make mistakes. I know we all did things that we're not proud of. We all committed. Most of us. Most of the people in this country committed crimes that that they couldn't recover from. A lot of things have happened to us, man. This pandemic is, like I said, scapegoat is the pandemic. I'm sorry. A lot of people. Listen. All I know is Bray Wyatt will be back on his feet. Give him some time. Let him relax. Let him focus. Let him try to focus on his kids, his girlfriend. I wouldn't be surprised if they released JoJo as well. I would not be that surprised at all. But and because you got some pretty good, decent ring announcers in Mike Rome and Greg Hamilton on Raw and SmackDown, Alicia Taylor on NXT. And Samantha Irvin over on 205 Live, who is representing New Bedford, by the way. Samantha Irvin is, so New Bedford in the house. I'm just really, really, I'm sad that he got released and everything else. But I think we all need to stop the WWE bashing. I mean, I get it. You don't like Vince. You don't like, because, it's. I'm not doing any. I refuse to bash the WWE. I'm not doing it because it's the cool thing to do. Listen, I get it. The WWE's made a lot of mistakes. They made a lot of releases that a lot of us are going to like. That's the way, it is. I mean, I get Vince McMahon is an old man. I get that. But I think bashing the WWE is not going to make it go away. You know, bashing the WWE is never going to make anything go away. Go away. The WWE not making money is what's going to make it go away. You know, that's the key. You know, and and I'm sorry, but as long as WWE's got a multi-million-dollar company, I don't think it's going to go away anytime soon. I'm sick of the wrestling nerds. I try to watch. I try to watch for like up and coming wrestling superstars from the independent scene, and watch NWA, Impact, Ring of Honor, AEW. Always see. Okay, I've always liked to see dream matches. And it's like everybody's said that Vince McMahon. Yeah, I think the only thing I can agree with is Vince McMahon's got to stop with this carny attitude. This is 2021. All right, this is and I get Vince needs to know and understand this. So does John Linus. So does Bruce Pritchard. So does everybody. Every old person in that company that still thinks that they live in the late 70s, early 80s, or still have a carny mentality, a carny-like mentality. They got to realize this is 2021. And I don't know. I really don't know. But like I said, I hope Bray Wyatt gets back on his feet and does his bit. Okay, that's all I got to say about that. I'm just really annoyed by what's going on Twitter. I'm just really ticked. So I do apologize. I know I do apologize to all the fans who don't like the WWE. I get that. I understand that. And I get that, understand that, but we got to, because complaining and whining about WWE is not going to make it go away anytime soon. That's all I'm going to say about that. You can complain about what's going on till you're blue in the face, but it's not going to make it go away. That's my opinion, just saying. All right. That's all the time I have on this show, episode, until the next episode of 431, and there are circumstances that happen that tomorrow's going to change a little bit, and let's just say I may have a little bit more free time on my hands. Just saying, I'm not going to say much on here. All I can say is that's for tomorrow. So I will see you guys later. You guys have a wonderful day, a wonderful evening. Red Sox are playing against the Rays right now. I don't know the score. I'm sure to think what the score is, but I will go to the TV and check, and then I'm going to check out Impact Homecoming. Hopefully get results on that, and then I'll play a video game for Saturday Superstar Arcade. All right. Until the next episode of 431 of WEML-TV, Channel 77, I am the host, Eric Lima. Until the next episode, peace, love, and bless out.